For over 600 years, the world's most mysterious book, the Voynich manuscript, has defied every attempt at translation. Codebreakers, linguists, even advanced AI have all been defeated. But what if we've been asking the wrong question? What if this isn't a text to be read, but a system to be understood? A kind of Western I Ching? Now, before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. The following is a work of speculative fiction and philosophical curiosity. It's an intellectual exploration, not a factual documentary. As an Orthodox Christian, I am approaching this purely as a what-if exercise, the kind of curiosity that drives us to understand how different traditions sought universal truths. This is fiction. Please remember that. The Voynich manuscript was created sometime in the early 15th century. It's 240 pages of elaborate illustrations and a script that appears nowhere else on Earth. It's filled with botanical drawings of plants that don't seem to exist, strange astronomical charts with 30 nude figures around each zodiac sign, and bizarre diagrams of women pools connected by complex tubes. Every attempt to crack it has failed. Researchers thought they found Hebrew words, but native speakers said the grammar was gibberish. AI models came back inconclusive. Some called it a hoax, others the fantasy language of a medieval Tolkien. But what if it's something else entirely? Let's look closer. The botanical sections aren't just a field guide. We see combinations, recipes, jars, and vessels. This looks like a pharmaceutical or even alchemical text. And those astronomical charts? 30 figures per zodiac sign perfectly matches the 30 degrees or days of an astrological month. This isn't just decoration, it's a system. The manuscript deliberately links its sections. The astronomical charts map the heavens, the herbal section catalogs the earth, and the balneological section shows the human body and its fluids. This is the structure of a holistic cosmology, the body as a microcosm of the universe. The stars govern the seasons, which govern the herbs, which govern the body. This idea of a unified system should sound familiar. It's the very foundation of traditional Chinese medicine. There are concepts like yin and yang, the 5 elements, and the flow of energy through meridians connect the cosmos directly to the body. Treatments are timed to celestial cycles, and herbs are classified by their relationship to the seasons. It's a total system, unifying heaven, earth, and humanity. At the heart of this worldview is the I Ching, the classic of changes. It's less of a book and more of a cosmic operating system. Its 64 hexagrams, combinations of broken and unbroken lines, represent every state of flux in the universe, applicable to seasons, family, morality, strategy, and even the organs of the body. The I Ching provides a coded framework for understanding all phenomena. Now, here's where it gets interesting and historically impossible. The I Ching existed for over 2,000 years before the Voynich manuscript, but detailed knowledge of it didn't reach Europe until the late 1600s. Over 250 years after the Voynich was written. Jesuit missionaries brought back the first reports. So, how do we explain the incredible structural similarities? There's no record of a Chinese master teaching holistic cosmology in 15th century Europe. What if the answer is convergent evolution? Not cultural transmission, but parallel discovery. Imagine 2 civilizations separated by thousands of miles, asking the same fundamental question: how does the cosmos connect to the human body? How do we map one onto the other? The East answered with the I Ching, yin and yang, and the 5 elements. The West developed its own system, the 12 signs of the zodiac, the 7 classical planets, and the 4 humors of Galenic medicine. The Voynich manuscript could be a radical attempt to synthesize this Western symbolic vocabulary into a total system, just as the I Ching did in the East. In this speculative view, the 30 figures per zodiac sign could function like the individual lines of a hexagram. The astronomical cycles determining herbal properties mirror the Eastern concept of celestial influence. The strange bathing diagrams could represent a form of internal alchemy and the invented cipher. That's for esoteric knowledge, meant to be earned, not simply given away. It wouldn't be a copy of Eastern wisdom, but a parallel achievement, a Western mind solving the same cosmic puzzle. Now, let's enter pure fiction for a moment. Imagine a Shaolin monk on an impossible journey westward in the early 1400s. He carries not scrolls, but principles. He teaches not through text, but through demonstration. Your stars are not our stars, he might say. Your herbs are not our herbs. But the pattern is universal. A brilliant European scholar listens, watches, and begins to sketch. He uses zodiac signs instead of trigrams, Latin-style script instead of Chinese characters, and wraps it all in Christian symbolism. The result? An imperfect but potent synthesis. A coded text that captures the structure of Eastern cosmology while remaining thoroughly Western, the Voynich manuscript. Of course, history says that journey never happened, but the conceptual parallel is profound. Maybe the Voynich isn't a failed encryption of a simple message. Maybe it is a successful construction of a complex system, a Western attempt to create a unified theory of the cosmos, body, and fate. A book that doesn't just contain knowledge, but organizes all knowledge. Perhaps we've been trying to read it wrong, word by word. Maybe it's meant to be consulted, cross-referenced, and meditated upon. Maybe it's not a text. Maybe it's a tool. 2 books, 2 civilizations, 2 paths to the same truth. That the universe is not chaos, that patterns exist, and that heaven, earth, and humanity are connected. The I Ching says it with broken and unbroken lines. The Voynich manuscript might be saying it with impossible plants and celestial nymphs. Both remain mysterious, and both remain profound. And perhaps that's exactly how it should be. Thank you for joining me on this thought experiment. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more explorations into the mysteries of history and human thought. May your curiosity never cease.